AccuCount also runs on an Android platform. I will tell you that a lot of people actually use tablets or even Samsung phones because you can use the camera on them to do inventory. That is considered a secondary device for us. So I can give you pricing for that on the quote. Um, but what it allows you to do is also have a backup of the point of sale on the tablet or the phone as well. So if you need a line buster or anything like that, you have that option as well. So AccuCount exists to eliminate people needing to be in the accounting software that don't need to be in the accounting software. What that means is that when you're in here, you are able to do cycle counts. So you can adjust your counts. It's going to yell at me because I obviously don't, but we can start a new session here. We can name it whatever we'd like. We even have the option to have different locations if you have different inventory locations. We're going to start a session, and you can see you absolutely have the ability to scan items or even search items. And just like we did with the pair earlier, we're going to go ahead and search it, and it's going to pop up for me. I'm able to select it. It's going to tell me how many I have on hand and how many I'm scanning in. So that would be a cycle count for you. This does update QuickBooks Online. So that's how that kind of connects. So you've got this center portion, which is QuickBooks Online. The point of sale comes off and reads and has a two-way street. AccuCount kind of comes along and it has a two-way street with QuickBooks as well. And that two-way street is reading your items as well as when you go to receive items, your vendor list, and then updating those counts into QBO, which keeps AccuPOS up to date. Does that all make sense? We will go ahead and pick a vendor here, and I'll show you how you can obviously scan items in, search again if you would like to get them pulled up. And then what we're able to do is go ahead and if you'd like your item cost loaded, you can. A lot of people choose to keep that at 0. And then you're able to also automatically print barcodes. So if you receive 20 items in and you need barcodes for them, if you have this option on, it's going to automatically print those barcodes for you the minute you receive it. And you can also do your packing list number or whatever your purchase order number is so that accounting knows exactly what that receipt is for. So you've got that option as well. And then you can also manage your prices from here if you've got a pricing team. Resending receipts and adjustments. So we are a hybrid system. What that means is that we do install a local server to you, whether it's on the machine or on an actual PC. And that means that even if you don't have internet, you can still run your sales, less credit card sales, because credit cards do need the internet. So, but if
Right.
someone comes in and you need a bill or something like that, our system will constantly be checking for the internet. And when it detects it again, it's going to be able to resend everything over for you. But in the event it doesn't, these are what those are for. And then obviously a barcodes option. We print barcodes. We're compatible with the ZD411 with Ethernet connection. So that's the Zebra ZD411 is the barcode scanner that, or the barcode printer we recommend. Touch on the back end a little bit here. Are you able to see a gray screen now?
Yeah, it says
Okay.
dashboard.
Yes, perfect. So when you log in, now unlike the point of sale and AccuCount, which need to be run on Android, your backend can be ran from anywhere in the world on any device that's connected to the internet. So this would be the first page that you see when you log in. You're going to see, I'm actually going to refresh it because I did run some sales through here. Sales that we ran through here. This would be what you would see when you first log in, although it's fully customizable and you can certainly modify it however it is that you're looking to track your items. The dashboard's designed as a snapshot, so it is only going to round up to the nearest dollar for you and give you a whole dollar amount. But you can change whatever placards are on here, and you can also X out from here. So if you needed to close a shift down, maybe someone left early or went home sick and you needed to take care of that, you have that option from here, as well as Zing out for the day, which is sending the information into QuickBooks. This is also something that you can make scheduled. So if at 10 p.m. every night you wanted to just run that Z out for the particular tills you wanted to close, the system will do it for you. And we can even send reports, whichever reports you're looking for automatically as well. We can schedule those. So you've got a couple options there. You can drill down into transactions here really quickly with the tap of a button, but we have more robust reporting in our actual reporting tab here. So if we go into our transactions, we have advanced filters. There's a lot of ways to drill into items, and all of our reporting can be exported to Excel. And all of our reporting can be emailed. Sales that we send to email box up here, it will start to auto-populate some of the email addresses you probably send to a lot, and you can just go ahead and email it through. You don't need to save it as a PDF or anything else. So that's that part. I'm going to jump back over to
So,
the back end.
like grabbing the sales tax report, will that all be done on QuickBooks, or will I have to get a sales tax report here?
So your most up-to-date information will be in QuickBooks, and that's going to include the information that's on our reporting. But if you wanted just sales tax for the point of sale, you could run that right through the back end. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got that, and then items here. So this is where we talked about adding items in. I'll kind of show you what it kind of looks like, as well as what you're able to modify. Though again, when you have accounting like QuickBooks, we would recommend that you do it through QuickBooks, but we already talked about that. So here's your item code, description, sales account it would hit, accounting ID, your pricing. If you want to do types and categories, that's going to help you as well for a couple of other things, including reporting and running sales. A detailed description if you'd like, this availability warning, which is what we talked about when that warning popped up when I tried to add the pair. And then under advanced item settings, you can choose whether or not to allow discounts on items, if they're taxable or not. If you'd like to track the stock, you can. If not, you don't have to. You can mark it inactive if you would like the POS not to show that item, but your reporting to still be accurate. If you do partial quantities or not. And then if there's any serialized or model numbers that you like to track, you have that option as well. So you can add an item in right through the back end here. As we talked about, a lot of times your product item code is going to auto-generate a SKU, or you would use the UPC, but oftentimes they're the same fields that are in QBO. So either way you do it is fine. We also can do things like bundles. So if you do a line or item attributes, so let's take Red Wing boots, for example. If there's 3 styles of Red Wing boots and you want a menu where your cashier can click into Red Wing and then they pick one of the 3 styles and then they pick a size and perhaps one's waterproof and one's steel toe, you can have all those trees in there if you'd like, or of course, just scan the barcode in appropriately. And then as far
So
as advanced,
the
oh, go
bar
ahead. Yep.
the barcode scanner, it works in this
Yes,
admin. Okay.
I believe so. Yes, you shouldn't have an issue as long as it's on the
Like
computer.
the one we have now, it works on the point of sale, but it doesn't work on the admin.
Yeah, I'll double check on that too, but I'm almost positive. So I've got gift cards and scanner on back end. No worries. I will find out for sure. This is our advanced items tab. So again, a very simplistic, more, easier, not easier, but just very generic type of inventory adjustment here, or be able to receive inventory through here, through the back end. So if you decide to waive AccuCount, totally fine. You still have a small amount of options through the back end. You can also bundle items together if you'd like. I used to work at a sporting goods store, so when we sold hiking boots, we had a bundle where they could get like special socks and other stuff like that. And that way it rang in as one SKU, but pulled all of the appropriate inventory and non-inventory items from QuickBooks or the whatever accounting software it was. You can even do units
Gotcha.
of measure if you need to be able to do that. So if you measure anything by tanks and you need to reorder by tank, and each tank has 4 portions in it, you would be able to do that. So your inventory is tracked by what you actually order versus the individual item, if that's something that you would want to look into. And then also our sales and promotions tab. So 2 minutes before or 2 years before, however you want to do it, you can go in and select whatever type of sale you'd like to run based on percentages, discounts, quantity. It will prompt you to assign particular pieces of information. Again, you can do it by category or by item type as well, which is why I encourage you to fill that part out when we're putting your items back into QBO. You can make it go every day or certain days and even certain times. So let's say happy hour from 2 to 4 at a bar, Bud Light's half off. At 2 o'clock, the register recognizes it's 2 o'clock. It's automatically going to ring those in at the discounted price. And then at 4 o'clock, it's going to recognize that it's 4 and it's going to stop. So that takes a little bit of the
Gotcha.
cashier intervention off. So you can
Right.
have as many of those running as you'd like. Users here, this is how you have employees in here. So you can see myself, you would be able to have some settings in there and then assign them to a group. So we have it by position, you can have it by name. This is all customizable. And there's 2 amounts of permissions you can have. This one's for the back end. So maybe you don't want me to be able to receive inventory or edit the cash tills or adjust inventory. You can take those permissions away. And then for the point of sale as well, I can make it so I'm not able to reopen closed sales or returns or override credit limits. So these are where you're going to assign your permissions to whoever's running the register or has access to the back end.
Okay.
Screen settings, this kind of shows you what we look like on a mobile device, so it is a smaller version. These are our choice keys, which I don't think we need to go over. It's more for our restaurant side here. Point of sale keys, so this is what we started with. So here's our candy, our chips, our coffee, our soda, our categories that we had along the top that we were able to scroll. So this kind of shows you how that would build a menu out. Again, not a requirement to use the touch screen, but our team would absolutely help you set it up. So if it looks daunting, I promise it's not. We'll get you taken care of.
Well, like ours, we scan in probably 90% of the items, and then the other
Perfect.
ones that don't scan in, we'll just type it in and it'll pop up. Click on it,
Perfect.
add it.
Same thing here. Or some people also make a barcode sheet for like maybe some things they keep outside, and then they just scan the barcode sheet at the register. So however you want to do it, there's
Gotcha.
a variety of ways. Um, and then these are more for restaurants, but I'll just show them to you, the choice keys and then like a table map. But you can have your comp reasons in here, your discount reasons, customer account settings, your point of sale stations. So right now I only have one assigned, but I could have tablets, etc. from here, and those would all talk to each other. Your tender types, again, you can be as specific or as generic as you'd like, however you or your accounting team wants to track things, depending on what GL they hit, all that fun stuff. Your tills here, so you can auto Z out your tills if you'd like, make them active or inactive, your starting cash, etc. This is our accounting tab. So this is where we are going to initially import all of your information or export information. We can do this manually. It will happen. Like you can set it to be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes throughout the day as well. So, but if you happen to add something into QuickBooks or into the point of sale on the back end and you want to send it into the register, what you would do is just go ahead and export the items out. Our system is smart enough to know that, oh, there's already 10,000 SKUs in here. You're just adding two. It's only going to put those two in there. It takes a matter of seconds. So that's how that kind of works. Our QBO online, this is how we get you set up with it. That's more of our tech team stuff. And then company information, this is where I was able to put your logo, et cetera, and you would fill out if you wanted to start on a specific invoice number or you wanted to go concurrent. So, like QuickBooks goes in order. So if you would like to differentiate your transaction numbers from point of sale to what's ran in QuickBooks, this is all customizable for you. You can do whatever you'd like. You can edit a lot of the information on the receipt here, and then your different types of sales taxes, and then advanced settings, which is, to be clear, nothing I'm involved with, but this is where we would set up your credit card payment device, and our tech team would come in and get everything all set up here. So here's all of our transactions that we ran through, and it shows the payments, paid, cash sales, etc. So the 1819 that we billed to his account, we can go in and take a look at it. See if it'll let me view it here. Perfect. And you can see that it billed exactly to Dwayne and then an itemized receipt below.
Yeah, that
So
would make life a lot easier having the customer come over.
yes, absolutely.
Well, then we can track it. I mean, we can't track it now.
100%. Yes, absolutely. So this also allows you, so if you do allow running totals, so maybe ABC Plumbing has a monthly account with you, what that means is that when you go to run a monthly statement for them in QBO, it's going to also pull the point of sale transactions. So it will be completely
Right.
up to date.
Yeah. Can we see that? I really liked the QuickBooks desktop. So,
Me too.
I'm
Me too.
I'm still struggling with the online, but it had an income tracker page, and we would go to the income tracker and find the oldest account or oldest transactions that people owed us money, so we knew who was past due or this guy's 30 days out or whatever.
Sure. So this is an open balance report for your customers. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yep. So you can see in here the name came over as their phone number, but here's all the open balances that would be, and please keep in mind this is a sandbox fake QuickBooks, but basically I could go in
Right.
and create an invoice and it's going to have everything on there for me. So cash sales is actually where we post everything um, if it doesn't have a customer assigned. So it's probably not a
Right.
good example, but if we were to go into, we could go in and create our invoices and add whatever transactions we needed to add on here. Or be able to run a report specifically for that customer and it would pull up for you. So this is how you're able to see your open balances right through your customers. But there's also an overview, of course. So gives you your overdue and then all of your shortcuts and stuff like that. So it's all in here for you. Your reporting, all of your standard reports, all that fun stuff. Of course, any report out of QuickBooks is going to be more accurate than out of the point of sale. But if you even want to look at receipts or see, I don't know if I post as a receipt for QBO. That's a good question. I think I post as a sales order. Oh, the beans. Yeah, I know we post to cash sales and then we post to the customer. And I do apologize. I'm not as familiar with QBO as I am with QuickBooks Desktop. I'm with you. I can't believe that they're not going to support a
Yeah.
desktop version anymore. But
I don't understand why not.
I really don't understand either. I know everyone kind of wants the cloud, but like just make it on the cloud then. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
Um, But that's pretty much, I mean, you can see that everything that came over, all that fun stuff. So was there anything else you wanted me to take a look at for you? We've got the back end management, AccuCount, credit card processing we went over, how the payments and customers show up in QBO, inventory, and I have a list of 2 questions to get back to you on the gift cards and the scanner working on the back end management. But I want to make sure I answer all your questions.
Well, I was just trying to remember this QuickBooks Online. If it seems like there's a different spot to find other than going to customers, more of like an income tracker.
Mm,
But I can't remember where it was at. Is it sales?
might be.
All sales? But then you don't like say I don't want to see all the sales. I just want to see the ones that still owe us. So I don't know if it's open. Unbilled, I don't know. It'd be like open invoices is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I don't see that on here.
Hmm.
I don't know how to see if there's just a way to do open. I'm sure there is. Oh wait, all status is open. There we go.
There we
Boom.
go. Yeah,
Yes. So
but nothing's open.
correct, because everything already came over and reconciled to the correct accounts.
What if you, I don't know if this would be too hard to do. If you jump back over there, build one to somebody, Z'd out, and then
Yeah,
it should be there then, correct?
yeah, yeah. Let's go ahead and try it. So we're gonna go back in here. We'll just go ahead and pick a different customer.
So Bill Brown is charging these items.
So 1546 is gonna go into his account. We're gonna Z out. And then we're gonna jump on back over to QBO.
I don't know if
We're
that
gonna
takes a minute to do that or
typically no. Typically it's pretty
no.
fast. There it is.
There it is. Yeah.